YouTube monthly folks, what it is. I'm feeling good, feeling great. I'm back from a recovery week, starting Wendler 531 from scratch with some really conservative weights. This is just 165. I figure starting light on Wendler, you can always just get more reps, get a little more hypertrophy. I got 12 out of this one before I totally failed. Haven't been bench pressing as much lately as I have been in the past because, as you may have been following, I had some tendonitis issues, had a little hip tweak too that I was trying to overcome throughout the summer. And I'm feeling great right now. I'm feeling tweak free. So what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to go up to 4 days a week on my lifting. I'm just going to do Wendler 531. I'm ditching all the arm exercises. I'm not doing anything except the boring but big, less boring variety with no assistance beyond the 5x10 on the overhead press and rows. Or pull downs and bench, depending on what day it is. Case being, I'm going to be playing a lot of basketball. I pick up a lot of stuff at work, functionally. So, tendonitis, I think, is more prone to happen trying to chase big arms than big arms. When you consider that they'll probably get big anyway if I'm going up more on my compound. So, I'm expecting to be able to ramp up really fast on bench and to get to new levels never seen before throughout the winter when it's easier for me to bulk because I don't have as much lure to go out and play basketball or to go for a walk or whatever where I mess up my gains for a little while. But right now, since it is still summer, I'm kind of allowing myself a little bit more basketball, a little bit more walking, and I'm doing 30-minute cardio, just kind of conditioning myself before the winter, and then I'm climbing my calories up from 3150 right now towards, I will probably in 4 weeks, I have like a photo shoot thing later in the month, so then in like 4 weeks I'll probably ramp it up to 35, 36, 37, maybe even 38, and then just roll that through the winter, just getting swole. That's the game plan. May even do a little winter adult basketball league thing on Tuesdays, so that could possibly require me to eat even more. I don't know how. I played a 2-on-2 game of full court basketball with some 18 to 22-year-old looking dudes at the park, and good lord, that was intense. I mean, I was not struggling to keep up at all, but internally I was having to go through some things in order to keep up, like where I'm like, am I going to die, or is this normal? I know that it is. I've run in the heat many times. It was 90 degrees, mind you, and I didn't bring water with me. I had drank a lot before I got there, but I sweated a lot, so got a little hallucinating. That kind of vibe was going on. I mean, I wasn't having nausea, vomiting, or a headache, so I don't think it was heat, even exhaustion, but you get nervous about this kind of stuff. That's about the extent of it. I didn't have any issues as far as keeping up, being faster than the people that were like 15 years younger than me. That part was okay. So I'm stoked on that. But that, just goes to show maybe the full court games. I don't know what kind of carb utilization it's going to be, but I know that my body was probably, during that full court game today, was probably just vomiting carbs. It was just explosively, I was having to do things explosively constantly with multiple joints at once, and with the resistance of a basketball, which is actually not insignificant when you think about it. It's probably like, I don't know how many pounds, but something under 10. But when you take it and you're using every muscle in your body and you're jumping at the same time, and then you're trying to thrust it off your shoulder, that's working your core, that's working everything. So it's pretty intense in and of itself, and it requires a lot of food. But that's what's interesting too, is I was, being that I'm interested in playing basketball, I've been watching the USA Rugby in the Olympics. I'm like watching, keeping an eye on the girls' team and the men's team, and the men's team is playing tomorrow. I was just wanting to, experience that. That's to me is more what training's about. I'm not a bodybuilder and whatever. I just want to be athletic. So it's like watching the rugby dudes. Man, I used to play rugby back in the day, and that was like one of the sports I'm really, probably the only sport that I'm just like born with the right skills to play and to be very effective as a outside wing, which the USA team has a really awesome outside wing. So that's fun for me to watch, get motivated. But I'm 37 years old, and if I actually play rugby again, I'm going to be in the hospital. That game puts you in the hospital. You know what I mean? It's not even smart to play that damn game, but it's fun to watch. But so the only outlet I get for my strength and the contact sports to kind of keep me sane is basketball. Street basketball in Antioch is a contact sport. Good enough for me. Like, comment, and subscribe. I sure appreciate all your time.